In this video, we're going to talk about YouTube ads for high ticket offers. And more specifically, I'm going to give you the top three things that you need to implement in your funnel if you want to sell a high ticket offer with YouTube ads. Now, we're going to talk about, first of all, the type of funnel that you need to use, the unit economics of the funnel, and the important things that you must implement for this to be financially worth it, basically. We're going to talk about targeting and we're going to talk about the YouTube ads themselves and what you should do, what are the best practices, and so on. So, with that being said, this video is going to be specifically for you if, again, you sell a high ticket program or a high ticket course, or you even sell a high ticket service. And again, this is going to be specifically for you. Okay, so first thing, let's talk about the funnel and the offer type, and very important, the unit economics of the funnel. So, first of all, let's talk about the unit economics. So we need to make sure that this is actually going to make sense for you if you want to use this type of funnel and if you want to use YouTube ads. So first of all, let's just assume obviously you're selling a high ticket offer. This is going to be worth it if your offer is going to be above $1,000, right? If it's below that, then this funnel and this type of ad campaign and stuff like that is probably not going to be worth it for you, okay, from financial point of view. So ideally, as I said, you want to sell an offer that's going to be above $1,000. But what we have seen in terms of the best results and the best front end cash ROAS is if you sell an offer that's going to be between $3,000 and $5,000. Okay, so if your offer is between that, then you're going to be massively profitable. We've been getting from even anywhere from 5x ROAS to 10x ROAS with this price point and this type of funnel more specifically. Now, obviously, you can have payment plans for your offer. If the average order value is going to be $1,600 around that, then you can still be massively profitable. So obviously, you sell a high ticket offer, but you can also have payment plans, okay? Because a lot of people do not talk about unit economics of the funnel, but you need to make sure that this is economically viable before you actually start running the funnel and the paid ads, right? So right now, let's talk about the funnel itself, right? So let's take a look at the funnel. It is actually a pretty simple funnel, and I'm going to break down every single step by order. Okay, so first of all, we have the traffic component. Obviously, we get all the traffic from YouTube ads. We get all the traffic to a simple landing page where people are going to opt in with their email address, first name, and very important phone number, right? Because this is going to be a VSL book call funnel. You sell high ticket offers, you might want to sell the high ticket offer on the phone. Okay, this is very important, and this is why you're selling high ticket. So the next step is obviously going to be for everyone who opted in into the funnel to actually become a lead, and then you're going to be in touch with them via email, call, SMS, and then obviously what you need to do and what is the best practice for this type of funnel is to actually call the leads, call the opt-ins within 5 minutes of them opting in into the funnel, right? Because yes, of course, a lot of people are going to book the call, and this is what we call a self-booking. They're going to book the call after they're going to watch your VSL, right? They're going to go through the next steps of the funnel. However, a very large portion of the book calls are going to come from the appointment setters themselves, right? So this is why you need to call the opt-ins within 5 minutes. This is how you can also get the most out of your ad budget. You're going to get the most out of your leads and everything else like this if you have an appointment setting team in place. This is basically the book a call VSL funnel on steroids. Okay, just have someone that's going to call your opt-ins within 5 minutes. You also get in touch with them via SMS and so on, right? But obviously, if it's going to be a self-booking, people are going to watch your VSL, which we typically recommend like around a 20-minute VSL, not longer than that. It depends on how saturated and how sophisticated your market is, and things like that. Then we are going to get to the application page where you have a form. People are going to fill out a few, they're going to answer a few questions. They're going to fill out a form. And after this, if they are a good fit, because you want to have qualifying questions in your form, you don't want to allow just anyone to book a call with you. After they have filled out the application, they've answered the questions. If they are not a good fit, okay, and this is going to be determined by your qualifying questions, you are not going to allow them to book a call. And instead, what you're going to do is you are going to reroute them to a downsell, okay? Because you don't want to pack your calendar with bad leads, basically. They are not your ideal avatar. And again, this is going to be determined by some very specific qualifying questions. Now, if they are the right fit for your offer, if they're your ideal client, then obviously you're going to allow them to get on the calendar page, and right there on the calendar page, they are going to actually book a call with you, right? Now, obviously, after they booked a call, they are going to land on a confirmation page where they're gonna, most probably see a thank you video, a pre-call video, and they're gonna have some testimonials at the bottom of the page and all that good stuff. And right after this, you're gonna get on the phone with them and you are going to sell them your offer, right? So the funnel is pretty basic. Obviously, there are a few very important things that you need to implement here. So, for example, the appointment setters, there are a few bottlenecks that are natural for this type of funnel. The VSL is very important. The more sophisticated your audience is, the more direct you should be, and the shorter the VSL actually, right? So you just have to take that into consideration. Now, let's take a look at a few important things when it comes to this funnel. The first component is going to be traffic plus ads, right? So you need to test out as many variations and as many creatives as possible, because if you're just going to run two ads, that's not going to cut it. And this is available not only for YouTube ads, but this applies obviously to Facebook ads, TikTok, Google ads, whatever that you do. You need to test out as many variations and creatives as possible, right? So more specifically for YouTube ads, we test out multiple hooks, multiple bodies, multiple call to actions, and so on. Why is that? Obviously, because only, I would say, between 10% of your creators are going to hit your target CPA. So obviously, you need to identify winners and you need to test out as much as possible. Next component is going to be forecasting. Obviously, you need to know every single KPI of your funnel, right? Because if you don't know the numbers of your funnel, then this is not going to work. It's not going to be profitable, and you're not going to know why. And then you're going to say, yeah, okay, YouTube ads doesn't work for me, but it just doesn't work like that. You have to know your KPIs. You have to know what is the opt-in page, the opt-in percentage, the VSL watch rate, the VSL, the video conversion rate, the application page, application form, how many people finish up the application form, how many people watch the thank you video, and so on. And based on every single step of the funnel, you're going to know exactly where you have your bottlenecks, and you're going to know exactly what you should focus on, right? Besides this, you need to dial in tracking, especially for a book call funnel like this, because number one, the ad platforms like Google, Facebook, whatever, they are not very good when it comes to tracking, right? They are not very good. That's simply it. And besides this, when you have a book call funnel, you are going to get on the phone with people and you're going to sell the program on the phone. So this is going to be an offline conversion, and the ad platform simply cannot tell, and they simply do not know. They have no way of knowing this. They have no way of knowing when you've actually closed the client and you've actually made the sale, right? Because the sale is going to happen on the phone. So for that, we use a third-party attribution software called Hyros, where we send all the sales and we are able to track the sales based on each and every single campaign. Okay, this is very, very important. Obviously, this is also going to help you with tracking because, as we know, IS 1405 pretty much rec tracking. So you need to take care of that. Next is going to be lead qualification. Basically, you want to pay attention to the form. This is how you control basically the quality of the close. If you don't have a volume issue, but you have a quality issue, obviously you want to work on the form. You want to work on the questions that you're going to ask the prospects, and you just want to make sure that you're only going to get the right people into the funnel. And then besides this, obviously, the economy is not really great right now, so you need to make sure they're going to be prepared for that. So what I mean by that is that you should not only have like one single high ticket offer, one single high ticket program, and that's it. You must be able to downsell people if they cannot afford your main program. So as I said, if they're not going to be the right fit for you, if they're not going to be a high quality lead, and you're going to downsell them to something, obviously you need a program to downsell them to. But still, if they're going to get on the phone with you and they're simply not going to be able to afford your high ticket offer, then you still must be able to downsell them to a program, right? So you're still going to be profitable. So the thing is that you need the complete value ladder. So for example, you have a sub $100 offer. Okay, maybe like it's a $97 course, ebook, guide, or something. You have something that's sub $100. You also have something that's going to be sub $500, something that's going to be sub $1,000, and then you have your high ticket offer, which can be really anywhere between $3,000 and $10,000. Okay, but the point is that you need to have multiple offers at multiple price points, so this way you make sure that it can serve everyone from your niche. Okay. So with that being said, let's get into the next very important thing when it comes to YouTube ads for high ticket offers is obviously the targeting. Okay. Now I want to emphasize on the fact that the most important thing of everything is obviously going to be your offer. After your offer comes the creative, the YouTube ad itself, and after the creative comes the targeting. So let's talk about, let's just assume that you have your offer dialed in, you have your creatives dialed in and everything like that. Let's talk about the best targeting practices for high ticket offers. Okay, so number one is you need to start with the low hanging fruit first. Obviously, if you have a remarketing list, maybe you have people who have opted in into other funnel, past people who actually bought from you, and so on. You need to test out those remarketing lists. Okay, this is the absolute lowest hanging fruit that you can have for your business, and obviously, if you are going to start running ads on YouTube, you might want to take advantage of that. Okay. Next kind of audience, which is still low hanging fruit, is going to be your YouTube audience. So you can target basically your YouTube subscribers, your viewers, people who have shared your videos, liked your videos. Most of the time, it's going to be your viewers and your subscribers. Okay, this is still a low hanging fruit that can mean easy sales for you, basically. Then obviously you have custom segment and search. This is what I would recommend to you if you don't have a huge audience or a remarketing list. You can target based on interest, based on websites. More specifically, you can target based on competitor URLs. Okay, so the traffic from other websites. You can target based on optimized targeting. You can target based on in-market audiences. This is going to be built by Google, affinity audiences, live events, and demographics. So if you want to run YouTube ads, you need to take basically all these audiences by order from the top, from the bottom. So you want to start out with the lowest hanging fruit, which are going to be the easiest sales for you. Okay, for marketing lists, YouTube audiences, and so on. But the point is that obviously you want to start out as narrow as possible when it comes to targeting, and you want to start out with the lowest hanging fruit first. This is how you get the most out of everything when it comes to running paid ads on YouTube. Now, the third thing that we're going to talk about today is the must-have ingredient for YouTube ads. So the point is that you should identify your customer in the first part of the video ad, and you should repel anyone else. Okay, so in the first seconds of the video, you should make it very clear um, regarding to who the video is for. Okay, you don't want to just have like a super interesting video ad that's gonna basically catch the attention of everyone, because you're going to pay for those views, and those views are not going to be your ideal customers, and therefore they're not going to convert into obviously paying customers. So you don't want to do that. And this is why you need to identify your target customer, and you need to make sure that you are making it clear, okay, who this video is for. And this also is going to influence the fact that you're also going to train YouTube to show your ads to the right people, right? So again, the point is that you don't want to have a crazy ad that's going to be super interesting, and that's going to basically attract everyone, because you're just going to waste money. And besides this, you are going to actually train the YouTube algorithm in the wrong direction. You only want to make sure that you get the people that are your ideal clients, and they're going to be interested in your offer. This is very important. You only want to get those people inside your funnel and to watch basically the rest of the video ad. The way you can do that is actually pretty simple. You call out the market. This is the easiest, the simplest way that you can do that. So, for example, if you're going to be talking to, I don't know, real estate agents, okay, just like a random example, you're going to say something like, hey, real estate agents. And you can, on top of that, you can add from a specific area, for example. Or if you are a real estate agent, right, these are very direct ways of calling out your ideal market, and really direct ways of making sure that you're going to attract the right people. But of course, you have other options that are less direct, and they, typically they work really good. you can be in an environment that's basically gonna let people know that they're gonna be interested in that ad. For example, if you have a trading offer, you have a trading course, trading program, whatever, you can actually film the video ad in the background, have multiple computers opened up with charts, with candlesticks, and so on, and people are gonna get it that this is a trading, this is something about trading. Okay, people are just simply going to get it. So you have more direct ways and more indirect ways of making sure that you only get the right people to watch the YouTube ad, but you need to absolutely do this. Otherwise, you're just going to train the algorithm to go into the wrong direction. You're just going to waste a lot of money on your ads, and this is definitely not something that you want to do. So these are the three things that you must do when it comes to running YouTube ads for your high ticket offer. Now, with that being said, if you're still watching right now, I have a shameless pitch for you. If you have a high ticket offer and you want to sell it and you want to get more sales, you want to scale your business to six figures a month in revenue and above, not necessarily only using YouTube ads, but if you just want to get there, then myself and my team, we can help you do that. And I invite you to book a free intro call, which is not going to be a sales call, using the link down below in the description. We're going to talk about your goals. We're going to see exactly, what are you looking to achieve, basically. And, we're just going to see exactly what we can do for you. And we're going to explain exactly how our system works. So with that being said, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to press the subscribe button for me, press the like button. Make sure that you are going to be notified when I'm going to post future videos. And yeah, that being said, I'll see you in the next one.